Hey everyone! So I'm starting this video off a little differently today because I just wanted to kind of explain what I was doing, because a lot of this I'm not going to show on camera because it will be incredibly boring for you to just sit and watch me do this. I had this idea of, using a dandelion as sort of like a feature of a layout, and I thought I've very badly drawn this in pencil. And I thought, do I use pen to go over it or do I sew it? And I kind of fancy sewing it. I've got some black embroidery thread here that's very, very tangled. But embroidery thread, embroidery thread, if you don't know, is split up into like 6 strands. So, and obviously because dandelions are quite sort of delicate and wispy, I didn't want to use 6 strands because that will make it quite chunky and a bit sort of gross and in your face, I think. So I'm either going to use 1 or 2 strands, I think. So it just so I can try and get the details on like the little, I don't know if you can see that, the ends of the thing. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to work. Dandelions are quite hard to draw, and I didn't want to like make it really like sort of cartoony and just like have like a couple of straight lines just coming out. I wanted to have that sort of like whimsical feel. So I'm gonna go ahead and stab the paper, and yeah, I'm gonna sew this whilst I'm watching Making a Murderer on Netflix, which I don't know whether has anyone else seen it. Oh my god, I'm like seriously freaking out about it. So I'm like literally, I started watching it last night. I'm already on episode 7. Oops. To give you an idea, it's midday now. I didn't really sleep last night. So yeah, I'm gonna cut this rambly thing now, and then I shall see you when I've stitched all of this. Or it might have failed, in which case scratch this whole idea and video altogether. Hey everyone, so it's the next day now and I have finished this. It took a while, I will admit. I watched the whole of Making of a Murderer, which was, oh my god, it was brilliant but just terrifying. But yeah, so I embroidered, stitched these 3. I wasn't sure whether I was going to do 3 of them, but then it kind of, I did 2 and then it looked weird with just 2, so I did the 3rd. And I was a bit worried about the ends because I didn't want it to look really like sort of blocky and pointy and that, so I just kind of, I have this, what pen is this? A Uni Pen Fine Line, and it's a 0.1, so it's really thin. So I just kind of did wispy little pen strokes with that, and then I just ended up drawing the little floaty bits. Yeah, and I'm scrapping this photo of me when I was little on a rope swing with some really lovely orange trousers and terrible shoes. I don't know why my mother ever put me in that. But yeah, so I'm going to put you on fast forward now. And I swear this bit as well is like supersonic. So I'm sorry about that, because this bit is just very boring. It's just me cutting out all the flowers from that paper. So yeah, the paper is from Heidi Swapp's Wanderlust collection. It's called Market Bouquet, and it is seriously stunning paper. I love it. It has these like beautiful sort of like watercolory, pastel-y, and they're kind of like faded and washed over flowers, and they're like really like, oh, they're just lovely. And it has purple in it, which is the best thing ever, because I've never been so into purple as much as I am now that I'm into scrapbooking, because purple is never in anything. So whenever I find anything that has purple in it, I'm like, I love it. So yeah, I love these flowers. They're just amazing. And I cut out that door from the We Are Memory Keepers Love Notes paper pad that I have. And I don't know, it just kind of worked. I was kind of going for like, you know, like The Secret Garden, that book, and it was a film as well. It was like one of my favourite things when I was like little. I used to watch it all the time. So I kind of like that sort of feel of it. It's kind of whimsical. Oh god. So yeah, obviously this isn't botanically correct, if you get me. You know, nothing's in proportion, you know, to anything, but I quite like that. I like that kind of how it's not surreal, but kind of surreal it is. So yeah, I also forgot to mention when I did the dandelions that I used that pen to go into some of the leaves and the bud of the dandelion, I guess it's called. It wouldn't be a bud, I don't know, the circle bit, and just like did some little cross hatches just to give it a bit more depth and dimension because it looked a bit flat. So yeah, I'm not sure how well it works. I don't know. I'm a bit unsure about it because I feel like I should have done like sewed it in white, but then it wouldn't have obviously shown up very well, and the wispy bits would have looked weird in black, and you wouldn't have been able to see them in white if I'd drawn them. So I don't know, it kind of works. And you know, when you just like have an idea and you just need to do it before you can do anything else. So I was like having that with this layout. So yeah, I also pulled a We Are Memory Keepers paper, which has a butterfly on it. It's from the Wildflower collection, I can't remember what it's called, and just fussy cut some little butterflies out of that just to give it a bit more, you know, embellish it a bit. So yeah, I like that. They didn't really match the colours because the Heidi Swapp paper is quite sort of bright, and the Wanderlust is kind of, it's a bit more, it's darker like in tone, I guess. Yeah, so I fussed around for ages where to put the flowers, and I ended up like sticking, like taking them off and sticking them back on again and all of that, just because I wanted it sort of cascading up. And I'm still looking at it now like, do I add more flowers around the edge? But I don't want to like overdo it. So as you can see here, I'm practicing my handwriting because I have very weird handwriting in a sense that it changes all the time, and it kind of, so then yeah, I also considered stamping it, and then also I don't know where all stamps would fit in, and can I be bothered to stamp it? And then I ended up actually handwriting it, and it was very nerve-wracking, so I did that off camera. And the quote I pulled off Pinterest, and it says, like wildflowers, you must allow yourself to grow in all the places people thought you never would. And I really like that. It's really sweet. And then added some gold splatters and I'm done. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. Also, I just want to say a quick thank you for 200 subscribers. It's a very nice number. So yeah, thank you so much, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye guys!